20th annual Tri-County All-Star Game, and the North head coach, Kris Miller, is with me. Kris, this is the first opportunity that you and I have had to meet. Thank you very much. I mean, it's very nice to meet you, and boy, the Ephrata Mountaineers, is this your first time coaching here in the Tri-County All-Star?
Yeah, I think this is my first time coaching. I think the school was coached, I think probably like 13 or 14 years ago, I guess, with when Coach Veland was here. So excited about the opportunity, work with some other kids, and my staff's enjoying it so far.
Yeah, and that's the thing, when you just made mention of the fact that, you have big schools, small schools, rivals, all that you've got to, mold together, as a team. What are the challenges as a coach in doing that?
Yeah, this is kind of our first practice out here. So what kids do we have? Who wants to play offense? Who wants to play defense? And try to put them in spots. So this first practice today and this afternoon is just get to know who we have and start installing our offense. Obviously, not much we can do defensively. There's no secrets about that. But offensively, it's get kids on the same page, get quarterbacks working together. But so there's a lot of get-to-know-you stuff happening right now, and probably through most of the practices, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, so, we're here on Saturday. You have 2 days today. Then you have a Thursday night practice followed by more 2 days, and then a Thursday the day before the game, right?
Yeah, so we're practicing the Wednesdays, but yeah.
Oh, Wednesday, okay.
So we'll be 2 practices today. One practice Wednesday, 2 next Saturday, and then 1 on Wednesday, and then we show up and play.
But that's still a lot of practice. I mean, for an all-star game, which, amazes me. I mean, a lot of the people don't realize the fact that you guys put a lot of time and effort into this game.
Yeah. So from the selection to, coaches meeting what do we want to run offensively, defensively, and then obviously the practices that we have here. We try to keep them short, 2 hours, and there's a lot of the biggest challenge is all the senior obligations that are happening right now. We have a few kids that are missing for prom this afternoon. We have a few kids that are.
One was running track.
Yeah, Larry was going to go do the 4x1. We have kids throwing shot and discus today. Kids playing in the LL baseball playoffs. Kids playing in the lacrosse playoffs. So there's a lot of communication that happens. And to the kids' credit, they've been doing a great job of, hey, coach, I have this. We have this. And we know this is meant to be a fun opportunity for the kids in a way that they can represent their school one last time. But they also have other senior responsibilities that we understand. And so I appreciate the way they're communicating and let me know what's going on.
Yeah, and from that, too, I mean, everybody wants to win this game. I mean, the overriding thing, and this is, my 5th year really broadcasting the game, but the overriding thing that I want about this is, man, I mean, it's hard-hitting, it's always competitive, and everybody really wants to win, don't they?
Yeah, for sure. And I think the North's had a streak here, so now I'm kind of feeling the pressure that we want to make sure we continue that. And when we were going through the selection process, the coaches that had it the past few years want to remind me that the North's on a streak and don't be the one to mess it up. So hopefully we can keep the streak going for the North and see what happens. But I just hope for a good fun time for the kids. And for some of these kids, this might be the last time they're ever playing football. Correct. For other kids, this is the last time they get to wear their high school helmet, represent their high school. So either way, they're representing something that's important to them. So we want to keep that in mind and make sure we keep that the focus. That whatever happens, that make sure this is a memorable last high school experience for you.
Yeah, and I know that Mike Williams and the Mayhem Touchdown Club, just tremendous effort in making sure that happens.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
from these
guys.
The
physicals, I mean, the work that Mike puts in to make this happen, he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, coordinating the physicals with OAL, making sure we have places to practice, providing the kids lunch in between. Without them, this game wouldn't be possible at all.
Sure, absolutely. And so obviously this is kind of like the end of one season and the beginning of next. Really, you kind of get your hands back on your guys starting here, in the next couple weeks. And for you guys there in Ephrata, it's a whole new ball game for you with Section 3 of the LL this year. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, we're excited about the opportunity with the Berks teams coming in. We like the way our section kind of played out.
Yeah, right.
For our location, it's nice that we play some Lancaster schools, but we also take the trip north on 222 and play some of the Berks schools. So we have some experience. We've seen Twin Valley a couple times in some summer workouts. We actually picked up Daniel Boone last year with a COVID game.
Right.
We played E-Town before when we were
Fleetwood's been no cakewalk over the last
so
few years.
It's interesting to see how the section plays out. You look at those teams, and everyone has a shot. There's no clear-cut favorite when you look at the schedule, and I think there'll be this first time around. I think there's going to be a lot of get to know you, get to figure out what the other team's running, and it's going to make preparation very interesting this year. When you get in the same routine where you're playing the same teams every year, you have a general idea what they're trying to do. So now we're getting a whole new look, and the part that people don't look at too is we also have a ton of nice non-league games that we were able to get and changed up our non-league schedule.
So what are some of the non-league games you got?
So we're playing opening up with Red Lion.
Wow, nice.
So we're excited about that. I know Coach Shea from we both taught at Northern Lebanon, but we kind of like the idea that the baseball football field doing the home and home with them.
Nice.
Two great football facilities. So we get to open up the season. We're heading up there this year. And then they'll come down to our place. Week 2, we have Warwick, which is always for the male trophy a good rivalry. So we're excited about that. And then Lebanon, we've played now for the past 6 years, and I think it's been within a touchdown or 2 game every time we've played them. So that's always a good little rivalry that we look forward to. And then we have Muhlenberg, and who is our third non-league game? I forget who it is. No, Mueller. That's it. I said all 4. I was like, man, I thought I missed somebody. So
Muhlenberg, that's a great pickup too. So some Berks flavor there.
And we opened up with Muhlenberg this past year. We were supposed to play them in the 2020 COVID year, but that didn't happen. So that ended up being our home opener this year. So a little familiarity, but we kind of keep it local and stay in the now the Berks LL League with it. And
they're like in section. I was trying to think.
They're in section 2.
Section 2, yeah, that's correct.
So that's our crossover-ish middle of the year bye game.
Right, and Warwick's in section 2 as well. I'm playing them as well.
Yeah.
So
so we're excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I mean, as a guy who lives in Reading now, I basically handle all of District 3. But to me, it's kind of exciting that Berks League teams really now they're out of the cocoon of the Berks League. It used to be just this, the last few years, this little 13-team league kind of, stuck in there. They tried some, expansion in the IC and kind of going into the Schuylkill League, which, those teams kind of backed off. But I think this is the best fit for everybody involved, and I'm really looking forward to the competition across all sections.
Yeah, and I like the balance that it gives with classifications, and it helps the small schools out, helps the big schools out, and try to balance out everyone's schedules, obviously. So that's an exciting part, and it keeps things fresh. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, I'm looking forward to this game coming up on the 27th. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming football season. Thank you so much for spending a little time.
Appreciate it, Bruce. Hope to see you around Ephrata this year.
Oh, yeah, you will. I mean, that's the nice part about it is as you develop more relationships, in this game, and it as well as anybody, you want to support the people that obviously support one another, and that's the great network of football here. And look, I mean, my buddy Andy Herr and I mean, we go way back. We cover football, basketball together. But I'm sure. See, now that you're going to be spending more time over in the Reading area, it means I'll be able to cover some of your games there.
For sure.
So
for sure.
It'll be a lot of fun. Well,
Excellent.
Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.